Coming up on LUTV News, the state of emergency has been lifted from the city of Ferguson. Plus, after months of waiting, St. Charles residents will finally have full access to a new route. The opening of 364 has construction workers and residents celebrating. Plus, the Ferguson protests are still going strong. Find out what protesters did over the weekend to make their case. Those stories, plus sports, weather, and more here on LUTV News. Welcome to this edition of LUTV News. I'm Miriah Ludke. Governor Jay Nixon lifted the state of emergency on Ferguson. Ferguson was under emergency since August 16th because of the response to the death of Michael Brown. On Wednesday, Nixon said Ferguson has returned to normalcy with school back in session and businesses reopening. Nixon also terminated the order that activated the Missouri National Guard. The Ferguson police chief is not questioning why an officer's body camera was not on over the weekend. A man shot the officer Saturday while the officer was checking a community center. He was shot in the arm but is expected to recover. Ferguson police officers now wear body cameras and are expected to have the cameras turned on whenever interacting with people. Should it stay or should it go? One Missouri lawmaker wants voters to decide the fate of the Missouri lottery. House Majority Leader John Deal told the St. Louis Post-Dispatch that lottery is unstable and not serving its purpose. The lottery was designed to fund public education, but Deal argues it does not effectively do so. If approved, the measure in the lottery would appear on the 2016 ballot. A St. Charles man has a warrant out for his arrest. 32-year-old Jeremiah Crusoe was charged with first-degree sexual misconduct on Tuesday. He is accused of exposing himself to adults and children at a bus stop. The alleged misconduct took place on the 900 block of Rolling Thunder in O'Fallon. He faces a $10,000 bond. If you have any information, contact O'Fallon Police Department at 636-379-5003. An inmate is in custody after escaping an Illinois prison. 21-year-old Marcus Batiste climbed over a fence at the Vandalia facility on Tuesday. Police captured him early Wednesday morning near Interstate 70. Department records show Batiste was sentenced to 4 years for burglary. He was scheduled for release in January. Texas residents are worried as the first confirmed case of Ebola is diagnosed in the U.S. The infected patient recently traveled from Liberia to Dallas. Since Sunday, the patient has been critically ill. He is in isolation at the Texas Presbyterian Hospital. The Center for Disease Control says it's confident the virus will not spread in the U.S. Ebola is not contagious until symptoms begin. It only spreads through close contact with bodily fluids. A St. Peter's man begins his probation last week after threatening a police officer. 33-year-old Philip Borges was placed on a 2-year probation after threatening to kill a police detective and his family. Police say that Borges left 3 phone messages in August claiming to be a ninja and a former Army Ranger. He was charged with misdemeanor harassment and is ordered to write an apology letter. Borges was also sentenced to get substance abuse and mental health treatment. Times are changing in the social media world. Find out why teens are leaving Facebook and Twitter for other social media platforms. That story, plus sports, weather, and more here on LUTV News.